What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls Zero Edition. That's right, it's Zero Edition. Last episode, you guys, we got out of the Undead Asylum. Got the Black Knight Halberd, my favorite weapon of this game. It's just awesome. And beat Havel. Took more times than I would have liked, but I beat him using base equipment. So you know that's pretty impressive, if you don't mind me saying so. Anyway, in this episode, you guys, we're gonna go fight Pinwheel. That's right, we're gonna go fight Pinwheel, and then we're gonna do a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, as you guys may have noticed, I am human, but I still have free humanity. If you guys recall, last episode I used 3 of my 4 humanity to get the Black Knight Halberd. Well, I was doing some soul grinding for a reason I'll show you in a minute, so I still have 1 humanity from the 4. I just managed to gain a humanity from all that grinding. Well, technically I would have had 4 humanity, but I used 1 of them to become human. And the main reason I was level grind, well, no, not level grinding, I'm still level 7. Main reason I was grinding was to get the souls to upgrade my Black Knight Halberd to +3. So as you can see, yes, +3. I had a bunch of Trickling Titanite. It cost 2,000 souls for each upgrade, so I had to get about, I don't know, 6,000 souls. And that's why. Alright, so let's get to it. Let's go fight Pinwheel. I don't know if I'm gonna summon Paladin Leroy. Which you can do. It's if you're going to fight Pinwheel right away like I'm doing, it's recommended because Pinwheel, he's not overly difficult. Well, I should say they're not overly difficult because it's like 3 people fused into 1 form. But at the same time, if you're not confident about being Pinwheel by yourself, he is an option. Consequently, you can also use him to destroy all the bone wheels down there, because those little, they're just annoying and very difficult, especially when you're this low level. But another thing you can also do is, after you use him to defeat the bone wheels, there's a Black Knight down there, and you can use Paladin Leroy to kill him. And which, if you're gonna fight that Black Knight, I highly recommend using Leroy. The simple fact, it is a Black Knight who wields the Great Axe. The only one I believe outside of the Kiln of the First Flame. So if you want the Black Knight Great Axe, you know, before end game pretty much, then I recommend waiting until you get 10 humanity. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I really shouldn't be stopping and healing. If I'm not careful, these skeletons will take me out. That's not fun. Yeah, not fun for me. And you guys might get a good chuckle out of it. I don't know. Well, being killed by the skeletons wouldn't be the worst death I've had in Dark Souls. No. I mean, it wouldn't be as bad as last episode when I died falling off a bridge because I wasn't watching where I was going. You know, that's slightly worse. Alright, I'm watching to see if any of those exploding skeletons are near. And they're not, so I'm gonna jump down. I wanted to roll, but okay. Yeah, when you drop down, you want to roll immediately because those exploding skull skeletons, yeah, they will kill you if you don't. I think I managed to avoid that one. Alright, this is Paladin Leroy's summon sign. You know, just so you're aware. Uh-oh, got a bunch of skeletons dropping on me. Right? Yeah, okay. Alright, if you look down, you can see a bone wheel right there. Another one in the corner. So, what you want to do is just kind of wait for them to leave. And then when they're far enough away, drop down and run like hell to the boss gate. The boss fog gate, excuse me. Okay. You guys can kind of hear that talking in the background. It's my brother. There we go. Oh, really? You pick now to drop down? Come on, man. Alright. Okay, far enough away. Alright. I'm gonna make a run for the fog gate. Hopefully I don't get killed by the bone wheels because, you know, that is a possibility. They are pretty annoying. Also, I guess the main reason I'm posting this episode today is mainly the fact that, I'm excited, about something. I recently acquired a copy of Dark Souls 3, on Thursday because of the Steam sale. Which I'm glad because before the sale, it was about $64. And because of 25% off, it was only $45. Pretty much. Alright, here is Pinwheel. Yeah. I know there's a couple of theories out there that, well, the VaatiVidya theory is that a father stole the power of necromancy to bring his wife and child back, but failed, and now he's trying to fix it. But I like Dave Control's theory, Dave Klein's theory of Pinwheel being a necromancer who's turned traitor and stole the right of kindling to hurt Gwyn and Nito, because I don't know, that just seems like a more plausible theory to me. You guys, yeah. Alright, immediately they're gonna do this clone ability, just run in, attack! If you're going to fight Pinwheel with space equipment like I'm doing, yeah, I highly recommend A, not getting hit, because you'll just get taken the F out. Oh no, come on man, don't. Yeah, when I'm taking out the copies, I want a one hand just because of this swipe attack. Running swipe attack. I feel like it's better to take them out. The copies out. Oh crap, that was the real one. I don't want to take out the real one just yet. There we go. Yeah, you want a two hands so you can actually do decent damage. Alright. Come on. This. Alright. Yeah, this is the real hard part for Pinwheel, is this clone ability he does. And, it can be pretty difficult, so yeah, you gotta be especially careful. Because when he gets lower in health, he's gonna do a mass summon, which is much more of a pain in the butt. Yeah. So hopefully I can get him to not do that. You know, hopefully. And if he does end up killing me, I keep saying he's not, well, I don't know. I'll just say he, because I don't know. It's easier than saying they all the time. That's my opinion. Yeah. Well, thanks for not attacking me, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah. Really? Come on, Pinwheel. Man, I hate when he... I mean... he does this no matter what, but at the same time, feels like whenever I try soloing him, he always does this far more often. Alright, this is his little teleport technique. Don't be afraid when he teleports, just keep attacking, you might get an extra hit. Yeah, how you like them, my friends? So, yeah, that's the main reason I decided to post this episode. Whoops. Don't want to be in the line of sight for that one. Because of Dark Souls 3, which I played 1 and I played Dark Souls 2, so I can honestly say that Dark Souls 3 is the hardest of the 3, to me. I mean, other people might say, well, Dark Souls 2 is harder, but I gotta disagree. You know. Alright, is he gonna do his mass summon? Yeah, he is. Fudge. Alright. I don't really have any recommendations for this particular when he does mass summon, other than just, you know, take your time, take them out one at a time. Really, because alrighty. There we go. Are you the real one? Hope not. Nope, you're not. Okay. There we go. And now we can fight Pinwheel for real. So as you can see, I'm doing decent damage, which, you know, I attribute to the fact I'm two-handing. Really? I mean, if I was one-handing, yeah, I'd only do 16 in comparison to 47. And now R2 for the kill. Yeah, he got the kill for that. Alright, so I beat Pinwheel first try. That is awesome. So we get the Rite of Kindling, which means we can kindle bonfires, get more Estus Flesh, but also Humanity and Homeward Bone, and 15,000 souls. That is a huge amount. And the Mask of the Child. Yeah, you get one of the free Masks of Pinwheel for defeating it. Yeah, and the Mask of the Child increases stamina recovery. Mask of the Father increases equipment load. Mask of the Mother increases health. I wish I had gotten the Mask of the Father or Mother because, well, the Father because I'm going to be doing a strength build and I will want a little extra equip load. And the Mother because, you know, a little extra health is okay. Yeah, this is the shortcut up from the Tomb of Giants back there, which we're not going to be messing around with. Not yet. And we do this to get a soul of a nameless soldier. Alright, so we're gonna head back to Firelink Shrine. Level up, and then we're gonna have some fun. Because as tough as Pinwheel was, oh boy, I got something much harder in mind. Anyway, so we are gonna level up like crazy. How many level ups can I get though? I can get 11. 11. Okay, that's awesome. Alright, get my dexterity up to 18. My strength up to... yeah, alright, let's do it. I wanted to put a couple points into endurance. But, let's see if I can upgrade my... Okay. So I can wield my halberd, but only with 2 hands. Okay. So I can't use it just yet. Sad face. Well, what I am gonna do is equip the Mask of the Child. Let's see. Oh, wait, I should use that Firekeeper Soul while I'm here. Just because, I could use it. Yeah, Reinforcement Estus Flask. That's +1, so we get more health. Awesome. Awesome. Now, what I'm also gonna do, since I'm here, is I'm gonna kindle this bonfire, get to 10. Well, no, not 10. Kindle it up to 20, so get more Estus. And then I'm gonna head back into the Tomb of Giants, and I am gonna grab, well, at least make an attempt for the Covetous Silver Serpent Ring. You know, that is my goal. And it's gonna be, in my opinion, much harder to get than defeat Pinwheel. For the simple fact, in the Tomb of Giants, it's pretty much pitch black. And I'm gonna have to be dodging around everybody in order to actually get it. Which, yeah, I really like that ring, so I'm gonna make an honest attempt for it. And we're gonna drop down in here to find a secret area. Ooh. That has a bunch of treasure chests. Which, I'm not gonna open all of them because I know what's in them and I don't care. But we're gonna open this one to get a few Homeward Bones. Because we're gonna need Homeward Bones to really get back from the Tomb of Giants. Because if I don't have a Homeward Bone, the only way I'm gonna get back to Firelink Shrine is to die. Which, that was the main reason I decided to spend my souls instead of heading straight for the ring. Because if I do die and die again, I'll only lose 1 humanity and 1,600 souls. Which, you know, that's not a huge deal, really. But, you know, I'm gonna try and avoid dying, if at all possible. I mean, it's Dark Souls, I'm not gonna avoid dying completely, but I'm gonna try to not die a lot. But, we'll see how well that goes. Yeah. Since I'm kind of on the topic, I also want to bring up something that I kind of hate about Dark Souls 3. Which, maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe not. But, for whatever reason, whenever I try and play an online mode, my frame rate just drops to nothing and I get kicked out of the game and have to do offline mode. Which, I know, I actually checked on this online. A lot of people, like, will just, either upgrade your computer or, you know, play it on a different platform. Which, I can't do that. I don't have an Xbox. I don't have, I think a PS4 you can play it on, too? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't have any of that. And I'm using a laptop, which, you know, means I can't just buy a new part and then just switch it in. No. So, I am playing Dark Souls 3 completely offline, which it's not bad, really. But at the same time, I don't like doing it because a major part of the Soul series is the online stuff. Yeah, now you can see why the boners are so annoying, because they just keep going. Just keep going. I wish they would stop. Alright. Alright, gonna have to run past. Alright, hopefully I can do it. Hopefully. Alright, cool. Yeah, they stopped following you, I think, when you get right to the fog gate. Or where the fog gate used to be, but I don't know about that. I've had bone wheels attack me right outside the fog gate. Alright. Yeah, so this was a pretty awesome episode in my opinion. So far, at least. We got we beat Pinwheel. That was awesome. And now we're gonna try and get the Cover Silver Serpent Ring. I'm gonna equip the Glass Crest Shield just because I want a little more stamina. Just because I'm gonna try to be dodging around everybody. Try. Hopefully I won't die. Alright, so far so good. Yeah, this part I'm at right now, this ain't the hard part. The hard part's gonna come up in pretty soon. Oh shit. Come on, survive, survive! Oh, okay. Alright, I survived. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. I'm relying on the crit reload mechanic. Offline mode. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, I see why. So, yeah. I know some people might consider it cheap to do this, but I feel like I kinda need to, yeah. To crit reload, well, if you crit the game and load back, all the enemies that were bothering you will go back to their original positions. Which, you may consider it cheap, I don't. Alright, we gotta be careful here because there's a giant skeleton dog. Which, you know, that's not fun. At least I think it's a skeleton dog. Pretty sure that's what it is. Anyway, again, quitting reloading just because I don't want him to show up right behind me. And yeah. Right, this is really the hard part, to be honest. Alrighty. Right, going through here. And we have to be super careful. Because A, we got an archer, we got a skeleton dog, and we also got a Black Knight who will jump up. Alright, now I'm gonna quick reload it again. Hopefully this is the last time. Again, you guys might consider it cheap for me to do this. I don't care. This is the way I've kind of always done it. Alright. Gonna have to be careful here because there's a very thin walkway. Alright. There is the ring. Be careful when you pick it up because you got bone pillars. Alright, and return to the bonfire. So there you go, guys. There you go. Again, you guys might consider it cheap for me to do that. I don't care. If you want a real challenge, don't use it. Don't use the method I did, but you're not me, so yeah. Alright. So we got the Cover Silver Serpent Ring. The serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey larger than itself has led to an association with gluttony. The silver ring, engraved with a serpent, rewards its wearer with additional souls for each kill, which I am a fan of that. Alright, so I managed to avoid dying. Yeah. Alright. So this episode is, well, I like it. I think this has been a fairly good episode so far. In my opinion. Anyway. So we're gonna actually head to the Moonlight Butterfly and we're gonna have some fun with that. With that boss. Sorry about that, I was sweating. Anyway, so I hope you guys have been enjoying this episode so far. I think it's been a fairly good episode. I beat a boss, got a I want to say difficult ring to get. Well, difficult if you don't use the quick reload method, which yeah, you don't have to do that really. You can deal with it. Well, you can get through there without using it, but I did it because, well, I wanted to be a little more cautious. Especially when, I had those two giant skeletons drop down on me. Yeah, I would not have been able to heal, and if I dropped down again, I would have taken some fall damage, which, considering how low health I was, that probably would have killed me. You know? Probably. Anywho. Yeah. So we're gonna go fight the Moonlight Butterfly. Which is not a very difficult boss, but it can be very annoying. Titanite Demon. Titanite Demon. I'm not gonna fight you yet. I will fight you, Titanite Demon. It's not today. It's not today, Titanite Demon. Soon. Soon I will fight you. And I will kill you. And steal your face. Cause that's what Demon Titanite really is. Your opponent's stealing this thing's face. Alright. Wow, I'm not doing anything to this guy. This thing. Alright, so I'm gonna switch over to my halberd. Alright. Can I take you out? You gotta leap back, really? There we go. Alright, what am I gonna get? A purple moss clump. Okay. And that's useful, that's gonna cure poison. I would prefer blooming purple moss clump, because that's more important. Nothing. Nothing. Figures, you go for the trouble of murdering somebody and they don't give you what you want. How rude. Alright. As you can tell, there was another one. And he just wanted to give me a hug, but I'm like, fuck no, no hugs. From plant monsters. Blood red moss clump. Okay, that's gonna stop your bleeding. Yeah, it'll stop your bleed meter from filling up, pretty much. But once your bleed meter fills up, you're gonna take a massive damage. I don't know what the percentage is, but once you take, or you get blood loss, you lose a large chunk of your health. Again, I'm not sure exactly how much of your health, I know you lose a large bit of it. I'm not very, descriptive, if you guys may have noticed. But that's okay, that's who I am. Alright, before we fight the butterfly, we got some trees to chop down. Yeah. Anyway, something I want to know, and I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently that tree can attack you? I don't know if it can attack you or if that was patched, and now it can't. But either way, it's in our way, and we're gonna take it down. Yeah. The main reason I decided to come down here was, there's a ring I want to pick up, which, I like it. Probably because it relates to my favorite character in Dark Souls 1. yeah, killing these guys will give us these green blossoms, which will pretty much be like the Glass Crest Shield and Child of Mask of the Child. It's just gonna increase our stamina recovery a little more, which is useful. But occasionally that will happen. If you guys notice, he kind of glitched through the world, and I didn't get any drops from him. I don't think he had anything, but yeah. Also, these Stone Knights are very, very difficult to deal with. And unless you got an overpowered halberd like I do, but yeah, you'll pretty much do crap damage if you attack him with your base weapon. And also, yeah, see, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, they have like a slow spell they cast, which, you know, it's not fun to deal with, really isn't. Of course, if you get their sword, you can actually cast it yourself using like a two-handed strong attack. Right? The funny thing is, to get the Knight's Honor achievement, you need their sword and shield, which I think is a little weird. And we get the Wolf Ring. So let's take a look at that, baby. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Wolf Ring belongs to Artorias, the Abyss Watcher. Artorias had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a great sword. So that is his ring. Likely it's up there because someone robbed his grave and got away with it. Well, they didn't get away with it, they died, clearly. But, yeah. One thing I gotta know is, if his ring was on his grave or in his grave, then why didn't Sif kill him? I don't know. I think maybe it was after... No, not after. Before Sif was as huge as he was. Alright, we're gonna run through here to grab... I don't want to say my favorite armor set, but it's a very good one. The Elite Knight set, which is pretty much what Oscar was wielding back in the Undead Asylum. Anyway, so yeah, I just woke everybody up, but no, that's okay. That's okay. Because I don't need to deal with them. I really don't. We got a giant butterfly to kill. I'm gonna switch my sword, shield, not my sword. And we are gonna fight the Moonlight Butterfly. Yeah. It's very beautiful, I'll say that. Don't attack it immediately if you're like a Pyromancer. You gotta wait a minute before it can actually be attackable. I think like now, but I don't know. Oh, she's using the laser attack already? Damn. Yeah, that attack you just can roll under it and you'll be fine. Okay, that needle attack is the one that really is annoying. This attack, just kinda move to one side a bit and then roll to the other. You should be fine. Alright, come on, butterfly. Come on, butterfly. You know you want to eat, right? I mean, you've been up on that tower for who knows how long. You gotta be hungry, right? You wanna come get some tasty meat? Well, not meat, flowers. You're a butterfly, you don't eat meat. Right? I hope so. Come on, butterfly, come on. Come on, butterfly. Come on. Come on, jump down. Come on, you know you want to. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, look how much damage I'm doing to it. Alright. Oh, okay, I killed it in like 3 hits. That is awesome. That is awesome. You get the Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. And yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. The humanity. I know I missed a bonfire beyond those plant guys. It was next to the glowing door. I didn't really want to get it because I don't know. I just didn't feel like dealing with it. And up here we get the Watchtower Basement Key, which is the key that would have let us go fight Havel if we didn't have the Master Key. A Divine Ember, so we can make divine weapons. And a Homeward Bone, so we can get, so we can be homeward bound. Another good movie series. Anyway, so the Moonlight Butterfly. So the mystical Moonlight Butterfly who slithers in the Darkwood Garden. Special beings have special souls. This butterfly's soul is a creation of Sheath the Scaleless. Well, that's neat. Okay, where's my bone? There we are. So we're gonna piece back to the Undead Parish. And we are gonna be equipping the new armor set. Just because it is much better than what I got. And, okay, so I'm going to de-equip the halberd. We will be using it, but just took off my pants. Whoops. Anyway. So yeah, the Elite Knight armor is better in almost every way except magic defense, lightning defense, and poison resist. It's also heavier, which hopefully I can equip all of it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. Yep, I can. Awesome. I'll see if I can equip my halberd with it. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get my equipment load up a little bit if I can do that. Oh, I stole a great sword. So, main reason I was killing the butterfly was to get a bunch of souls.
I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Andre, I could use divine weapons, so yeah, you can have it.
Well, thanks for that.
You're welcome, dude.
You made a fine decision. You
Oh,
soon
trust
shall
me,
see.
that decision is really gonna help out later, in my opinion. Alright, so we're gonna use all those souls I picked up to buy a bunch of Titanite shards.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Oh, Andre, you care. Alright, so I'm also gonna pop some of these souls so I can actually upgrade my armor. Alrighty. Now,
Well, need it.
yep, alright. Reinforce, no, not weapon, armor, there we go. Alright. Alright, so now it's on the large Titanite shard, which is okay, I guess. I don't think I'll have enough to upgrade all the armor, but I just might. No, I don't think I will. Yep, no, I won't. So I'm gonna have to buy some more Titanite shards. Yeah. And there we go. Alright. I'll worry about my shield and sword later. I'm not overly concerned with upgrading them because I want to try and get a better weapon. Well, better shield. And my weapon I'll just hold on to until I can level up my strength enough to one-hand the halberd. Which should be about around the Gaping Dragon. That's usually when I have enough souls for that. Over here, we're going to talk to our Onion Knight, Sigmar of Katarina. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it seems like every Onion Knight, except for Siegelin, likes to go, a lot, which, okay, that's cool.
Forgive me. I have absorbed I am Sigmar of Katarina.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall.
Sounds
or a
hard.
gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited.
Yeah.
So here I sit.
That sounds like quite a pickle, dude.
Weighing my options, so to speak.
Yep. So that is the gate to Sen's Fortress. It's not open yet because we haven't rung any of the Bells of Awakening. We need to ring both of them. See, what else you gotta say?
Still closed. Still closed.
Still closed, okay. Yeah. If you follow Sigmar's quest line to the end, you get a Titanite slab. Which is awesome because Titanite slabs are so much a pain in the butt to farm. Yeah, you gotta farm them from Dark Wraiths and... Okay, the Dark Wraiths are not overly difficult to deal with on their own. Not when you know how to parry them and, deal with them. Not that, but... yeah, it's just so tedious. That you really need to cover this gold serpent ring and 10 humanity if you want to farm for a Titanite slab. They also drop Titanite chunks, which is far more common. Anyway. Yeah! I love parrying and riposting in this game. It's so much fun. And also the backstab looks pretty nice. Not as cool as in Dark Souls 2, when it seemed like each weapon type had its own backstab animation, which is, fine. I like that. Yeah. Alright, come on. I'm gonna deal with this Boulder Knight. Yeah. Yeah, these Boulder Knights can be pretty difficult if you're going through this area for the first time. But, they're not too bad in my opinion. Really. Alright, we're gonna run over here and have another Boulder Knight run at us. This guy has a huge aggro range, apparently. But they're not all that difficult, to be honest. They're tough, but I've played this game enough that they're nothing. They're pretty much nothing. Alright. So we get a halberd from this, which I'm not gonna use. I mean, I got a Black Knight halberd. This regular halberd ain't nothing compared to that. Alright. You see that giant boar in the distance? A little bit ahead. Yeah, we're gonna butt stab it. Not backstab it, butt stab it. Which hopefully I'll be able to do. We've got a couple archers over there to deal with. Yeah. Also, if you're going through the other way, that way, one of these hollows, the one near the bonfire, will run in here and shut the gate on you, so that's not fun. I mean, it's not a big deal to take the long way around, but why do that, Why do that when we can just sneak up behind him? Yeah, this guy. Oh! God, I didn't realize I angled the boar. Oh, and this guy too, obviously. Come on. Do your big wind up. And blammo. Now this board can be pretty difficult. Very difficult. You want to try and get a good butt stab off if you can. Alright, come on, I got it. Yes! Oh, and he's gonna land in the bonfire. Right? Oh, come on, he should have taken some damage. Yeah, see, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's some. If you go through the other way, you can get a bunch of alluring skulls, which you can trick him into running into the fire. Which, you know, I'm not doing that because I don't like doing it like that. Alright, need to heal. Well, thanks for showing me your butt, dude. Yeah. So that takes care of the armored boar. Not... Oh, we got a drop. The Fanged Boar helmet. Okay. Alright. That's pretty cool. I mean, I think it looks a little weird. Which... Okay, I'm a weird guy. That's my channel name. That's something I'll never be upset over being called as a weirdo. Because I'm a weirdo. But, I don't know. I just don't think it is my kind of helmet, to be honest. I mean, for some people, you might like it, like Kalibro. I know he absolutely loved that during his Dark Souls Let's Play. But you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend going to check him out. Because he's pretty funny. He's a pretty funny dude. And, yeah. You got the Fanged Boar helmet, or as he likes to call it, the Pumbaa hat. I think he calls it that. Yeah. Well, I was way too early on that one. But that's okay. Yeah, up here we get the alluring skulls, 4 of them. Which, the main reason I don't use them for the boar is because I found there's a much more, in my opinion, useful way to use them. Which is, well, I'll probably talk about it in a later episode, but yeah. Oh, I was late on that one. And you get backstabbed. You get backstabbed. Yeah, give me all them souls. Alright, up there is gonna be a Black Knight, which I don't want to face right now. Main reason is he has the Black Knight Great Sword, Ultra Great Sword. Long story short, he has a huge ass sword, and he knows how to use it. And he can be very difficult to beat. Because even with my Prince Plus Fleet armor, I feel like a couple hits from his sword will kill me. Which, that's not something I want. Kick you. Can I kick you off? No, I can't. Oh well, have fun. Oh, it looked like he had an item too. Alright. So we parry riposte this guy. Because, you know, he was asking for it. Clearly, he was asking to be stabbed in the gut. In the gut! Anyway, so yeah. We go down here, we find a shortcut to the bonfire of Undeadburg. And I'm gonna kick this ladder. Yeah, I'm a ladder kicker. It's my thing. Yeah. That must be why they fool me in the undead asylum. I mean, not because I'm undead, but because I kept kicking the ladders. You know, his ladder kicking mania has got to stop. You know, that was clearly the main reason, the only reason I was in the undead asylum. You know, the regular prison was, you know, much too easy to break out of. So they had to send me to the undead one, guarded by a demon. You know, clearly. Yeah. Alright, over here we find Solaire. Praising the sun. Yeah.
Ah, hello. You
No,
don't look
how can you
hollow,
tell under my
Arthur.
helmet, dude?
I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight.
Well, that's
Now
cool.
that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son.
Alright, good for you,
Do
man.
you find that strange?
No, I don't
Well,
find that
sure.
strange. I think that's
No,
pretty
it's a
nice.
reaction.
Well, look for a
I
sun.
get that look all the time.
I can understand why people would laugh at him, but yeah. One thing I don't get is he says he's looking for his son. Does that mean he's looking for a source of power or something? I don't know what he means by finding the sun or his own son.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare
No,
you.
you can't
I
scare
have
me,
a
dude.
proposition, if you have a moment.
What you got? What you need?
The way I see it, our fates appear to
Oh,
be intertwined.
I don't know about
In a land
that.
brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance?
Probably.
So what
I
do you
don't
say?
know.
Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
So yes,
It pleases
okay.
me greatly. Well then, take this.
And we get the white sign soapstone. So that's awesome. You can be summoned to help people out with bosses.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old
Okay.
fading in and out.
That
The very
explains a lot.
fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation.
Yeah, jolly
Of course, we're
co-op.
not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily
Alright.
by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, we got the white sign soapstone. And you can actually summon Solaire for a couple of boss fights. And if you follow his quest line, you can get really one of two endings, really. One ending is him going hollow and, you know, attacking you because, you know, he's hollow. The other ending is him depressed because he can't find his son. Yeah. It's tragic, but yeah. Anyway, you can also summon him for Gwyn's boss fight. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Also, if you notice, this is the bridge with the Hellgate Drake, but there's no dragon. Because I did not trigger that event in Undeadburg, he won't show up here. So that's the main reason I did that, because I don't want to have to run, hide, run, and hide. Don't want to have to do that. Alright, so we open the... Come on, pull the lever. There we go. We'll pull this lever to really open up the gate to the Undead Parish. And we get a bonfire. Right there. Alright. Here is the altar of sunlight. The broken up pieces apparently were Gwyn's firstborn, because the Warriors of Sunlight is his covenant, but it's broken. Now you need, I think, like 25 faith to join the covenant. I only have 9. So if you want to get into the covenant without having to raise your faith level, then what you need to do is actually co-op with other people. Because every time you defeat a boss with someone, help someone and defeat a boss, the faith requirement goes down by 5, I believe. And since I raised my faith up to 10 just a minute ago, I only need to co-op about 3 times, give or take. Give or take. Which is, okay. I don't mind that. There's another covenant in the game that I like to join. I'm not saying it's my favorite covenant, but... Oh, dude, dude, look at that critical hit. Oh, you can even still see my guy still bleeding. Which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, not the fact that I was killed, not killed, impaled with an arrow, but, you know, just the way it looked is like fatality. Something like that, you know? Alright. So I'm gonna go up here to, alright, I guess I'll just show it off. What I meant about the Alluring Skull. Because in my opinion, the way I'm gonna do it is gonna be much more useful. I mean, if you're having trouble against the Armor of Boar, you know, just, you know, pour in the Alluring Skull near the fire, he'll run over, get burned. I think fire bombs work well too. And pyromancy, obviously, too. Okay. Yeah, these Boulder Knights are nothing. They're nothing. Alrighty. Oh good, I already have them equipped. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do here is for them right here. The main reason is, you head up that way, you're gonna get swarmed by a bunch of hollows and channeler. But you do this, and the hollows will drop down, and you can take them out down here without having to worry about the channeler effing you up. Of course, as you clearly saw, it's not perfect because, well, they can land on top of you and just mess you the F up. I like doing this method because, you know, you can take them out much easier here. And hopefully you can deal with them before the channeler uses his little buff. Because he'll do like a little dance or whatever, and for some reason apparently that makes everybody tougher. Alrighty. Is that all of them? Is that all of them? Alright. Alright. Yeah, that's the challenge. Which, he's not difficult per se, but he is annoying. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, we got humanity. Lovely. I don't... Well, I was gonna say I don't need it, but... meh. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, if you drop down here, make sure you're taking care of the Boulder Knights or you're gonna egg roll them all. You can also get his trident there, which is a very rare drop, so yeah. Anyway, there's actually a reason I was doing all that, was because I wanted to go to free Lothric. Yeah. Do. So anyway, I just hope you guys have been enjoying this episode. Fought a boss and did a bunch of other stuff. I hope you guys are happy about that. Like, come on, Boulder Knight, come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, you're taken care of. Yes, you are. Go through here, break the door down. And we're gonna go talk to Lothric.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck.
I don't know, Lothric. I've heard a lot about you, man. You seem like a bad dude. But I'm a nice guy, so I'll let you out. You're free.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lothric of Khari. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only.
Okay. So we're gonna do that. The main reason I freed him was so he doesn't become a problem later on. Because he can be annoying to deal with. Alright, go over here and break this. Just kick it. Just kick it. And we get a humanity from that. So that's awesome. But anyway, you guys, I'm actually gonna use a Homeward Bone. Head back to that last bonfire. And that's actually where I think I'm going to leave it off this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching, if anyone is watching. Anyway, leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you guys again for the next episode, which I don't know when that'll be out. Depends on how popular this Let's Play becomes. Anyway, don't forget to check out my other Let's Plays. If you wouldn't mind, I'd really appreciate it. Especially my Star Wars The Old Republic, because I could use a lot of attention. If you guys wouldn't mind, I, again, would greatly appreciate it. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.